Hey guys, so let's just jump right into it. So we're having breakfast and it's porridge with mangoes, oat porridge. So sometimes we have a banana or peach, or sometimes she has Weetabix. But yeah, so today we're having porridge and she enjoys it. I make it with water and I put a bit of evaporated milk because it's like full fat and they still need that as babies. So I put evaporated milk in porridge and top it with fruits. And she really does enjoy it. And we try to do a little interaction. In the morning, it can be long. Trying to interact because I'm always tired in the morning. The other kids are at school, so it's just me and I. So I'm still in my pajamas. The other kids, the dad takes them to school, so I'm still in my pajamas and I'm still tired, but we got to do this. But she's enjoying her food.
Clap, clap, clap.
She likes clapping, this girl. Now I just after breakfast what we do is we do our alphabet, we do flashcards. It's not everyday thing. I try to leave the flashcards on the dining table so I can remember, but it's if she's not looking, she's not looking, it's fine. Like she doesn't have to, it's not by force, but I try to do with her after breakfast, just whilst the food is digesting before she has a shower or a bath. So I just go through the alphabet letters and then I do the sounds. So I do the alphabet first and then I do the sounds. She looks like she's concentrating. But they do learn a lot at this age, so and it's part of communicating. And you can see that she's clapping because she knows we've come to the end of it. So they do know. Sometimes I seem like silly, like why would you be doing that way? But trust me, they know they're taking it in. So just do as much as you can, but don't long it. Don't make them sit down for 10 minutes because they're too young. It's just letters and then the sound. This is the part where I'm doing the sounds. She likes when I do this actually, so that's why I've continued doing it.
Yeah.
She's proper concentrated. And then what I do when we finish doing the sound is I give her some of the other flashcards where there's pictures on it, and then I'll just tell her what it is, like the zebra, orange, and rabbit. So I'll just give her a couple or three, and then just let her play with it, and then I'll just repeat the pictures. I'll tell her what they are. Then we do a little sing song, nursery rhymes. We're doing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Like a diamond in the sky, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Yay! Wind the bobbin up, wind the bobbin up, pull, pull.
So yeah, sometimes you might feel like, oh, what's the point of doing this? They're not even concentrating. They're babies. They don't do concentration, okay? They did. Who asked you? But it's still important to do all this with them to help them with their speech later on. It's very important actually. Sometimes because they're not responding, obviously you'll be thinking, oh, maybe like there's no point, and no, there is point, trust me. All these things really does help develop their speech. And some of this stuff I learned from when my first daughter was was going to speech therapy because she didn't speak till she was like almost 3 actually. So like she didn't talk properly like a normal, no, well, what's normal these days anyway, but you know what I mean. So she didn't really speak properly till she was about 3, and try and stop her now. But some of the things that I've learned from speech therapy is that you just point at things and say the words, and yeah, just communication, nursery rhymes, doing nursery rhymes with them. The phonics stuff that I do is not compulsory. You don't have to do that, but I just like doing it anyway. She likes it. She actually concentrates most of the time when I'm doing it, so I just do it anyway with the flashcards. Reading is very important as well. It helps develop their communication skills later on.
Which one are you going to do for you? Incy Wincy Spider went up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sunshine and dry up all the rain. So Incy Wincy Spider went up the spout again. Yeah. Should we go and bath? Time to bath?
And yes, it's time to tidy up and have a shower.
Oh, Mama.
Before lunch, I feed her, so she has breast milk. She's still breastfeeding. But for lunch, we're having pasta, tomato, and tuna. This is actually nice. I make it for myself as well. But yeah, I like making her food. So all of her food, I make them at home myself because I'm still on maternity leave, and I just have time. And I don't like the taste of the store-bought food. Maybe that's why I don't really give her, because I can't even eat it. It has no taste. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah. So before this, I'll breastfeed her, and then she'll have a little nap. And now she's awake. She's having a lunch, and she enjoys that too.
Yummy.
Different days vary. Some days they eat really well. Other days they're not interested. But she's interested today. And some days she can be lazy, like she doesn't want to chew and stuff. But I don't really mash a food up because she's 10 months. So I'm trying to get her to learn how to chew, basically. So I give her food that she obviously make sure the food is really soft enough for gums to like chew it. Don't make it too hard. So I make it really soft and nice and moist. So I'll put tomatoes to make it nice and moist. The combination of the tuna, you can't go wrong with pasta and tuna with tomato. Like, you just can't. It's nice. And then she has water. Sometimes she likes to do things by herself. So I let her do her thing. I give her the bottle, she can have the water. And afterwards, like she'll start grabbing the food out of her mouth. So what I do at this point is put the food on a high chair tray so she can feed herself. Because she's still eating it, but she just wants to be grabbing out of her mouth and feeding it back to herself. So I'll rather just put it on a tray so she can help herself. I think so. She wants to be independent. Little Miss Independent. So that's what we doing. It does take time and it can get messy, but you have to be patient with babies. She want to grab the spoon. Sometimes it's good to just have 2 spoons and just give her one and you use the other. And yeah, placing the food on the tray so they can feed themselves, I think is really good. And after lunch, a bit after lunch, it's time for another round of breast milk. And this time around, I'm tired, so I had a little lie down with her. Not that I'm sleepy because we'll fall off that chair. But yeah, Then we did school run, came back, and she's having yogurt as a little snack, because when she had that pasta, it was before school run. And it's time for dinner. I forgot to take pictures, sorry guys. So it's plantain with tomato and avocado, quarter of avocado. So it's plantain cooked with tomato and chicken. So I boiled the plantain, then I chop up some tomato. You can use plum tomato as well. And plum tomato is quite good for this because it's like loads of juice, very juicy. So yeah, I'll cook it with that, and then I grilled some chicken, chop it up, put it in there, cook it with it. And once it's ready, I just portion them and put them in the freezer. So I don't cook this every day. Food, I portion them and put them in the freezer to make it quicker. And then chop the avocado on top when they're ready to eat. It's very important to plan the meal, or else you'll be exhausted. And yeah, and that's that, guys. So that's dinner. And after dinner, just breast milk and bed. We've stopped night feeding, guys. I won!